Coming up, making them mandatory, the mask ruling not sitting well with everyone in Minnesota.
And saying goodbye during the coronavirus pandemic. One family story about losing a loved one to the virus and why they're grateful for a caring nurse. Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A Sioux Falls man is waking up behind bars this morning accused of killing a woman almost 50 years ago in Willmar, Minnesota.
Back in 1974, police doing a well-being check found 74-year-old Mabel Herman dead from several stab wounds. A lengthy investigation followed, but the case went cold. This past June, Willmar police set up a temporary cold case review team. Traces of DNA found on evidence in the Herman case were sent to a crime lab for analysis.
A search warrant was also issued for DNA from suspect Algene Vossen, who now lives in Sioux Falls. His DNA came back as a match, and the 79-year-old was taken into custody Thursday. He's being held in the Minnehaha County Jail on second-degree murder charges pending extradition to Minnesota.
Sioux Falls police say an officer was appropriate in the use of force during an incident between officers and a group of young people in a parking garage.
On June 21st, police were called to the Holiday Inn for a report of an assault on an employee. Police say during the pursuit of the suspect, an officer was dragged by a car before it stopped.
Officers then forcefully removed several people from the vehicle. A formal complaint was filed in the incident, and police also ordered a standard review.
We now have the results and the findings of all of those reviews, and the officer's actions in regards to that use of force were all deemed to be reasonable based on the circumstances that he was encountering that night and the resistance that he was receiving.
The incident was reviewed by the officer's chain of command, defensive tactic instructors, and the internal affairs.
Caldwell says after the formal complaint was filed, Police Chief Matt Burns reached out to the South Dakota DCI to have an outside review conducted as well.
Two men are in the Minnehaha County Jail this morning facing charges in an armed robbery Wednesday morning.
It happened around 9:15 Wednesday morning at the Burnside game place. Police say one man walked in and sat at a casino machine.
Then a few minutes later, a second man walked in with a handgun, pointed it at the clerk, and demanded cash. The first man then collected the cash and the two took off. During the robbery, the suspects left a backpack behind.
Inside that backpack were some different papers, which led us to a couple of suspects and then further information on the vehicle they were driving.
Police eventually arrested 39-year-old Demetrius Jackson of Sioux Falls and 33-year-old Devon Clark of Palmdale, California.
Police believe the two suspects could be involved in a previous robbery at the Golden Coin Casino.
Well, turning to weather now, after another round of storms yesterday, heat and humidity is settling into KELOLAND.
Let's find out how hot it could get with meteorologist Brian KARSTENS.
All right, good question. And the heat, yeah, definitely back today. And I do think that the heat, at least in Sioux Falls here, high temperature 93, but you factor in the humidity, and we're going to feel close to 100 degrees. So stay cool the best you can. That heat advisory, by the way, includes a large area of KELOLAND, all the way from Phillip and Valentine, clear over to the Twin Cities. So much of the upper Midwest, well above normal here. And of course, with that in mind, there will be storms in the equation too here. We could see some severe weather later this afternoon and tonight. Central South Dakota is our prime risk zone. Sioux Falls is in the marginal category. Tomorrow, though, there will be additional rain chances later, and we can't rule out some severe weather, but plenty of hot temperatures in between these storms with those 90s expected. And more on the forecast here in just a minute.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Minnesotans are ready to follow an order from the governor about masking up, whether they agree with the mandate or not. Governor Tim Walz's executive order requires people to wear masks inside businesses as well as indoor public areas.
Some people feel requiring them to wear masks infringes on their freedom, while others say the governor's order will help slow the spread of the coronavirus.
I'm behind his choices. I think he's doing a good job. He's trying to keep people protected, and he's got to make the hard decisions that have to be made right now.
I guess I have no choice. You know, just like anything else in life, it seems like with what's going on in the world, you know, I just have to suck it up and I guess just wear a mask for a while.
We found many people in LUVERNE, Minnesota already wearing face masks. The executive order requiring face coverings takes effect on Saturday. Healthcare staff have an important role in the fight against COVID-19, and it isn't only about providing medical care. The family of Martha Evans says she was diagnosed with COVID-19 3 weeks ago while in a nursing home.
When she didn't make a full recovery, Evans was taken to a Sioux Falls hospital where family members learned she didn't have long to live. Unable to be by her side before she died, a nurse helped family members talk with Evans over the phone.
So many different aspects into her care, and not just the medical aspect, but a really deep, raw, emotional, difficult aspect that they're kind of filling in the gap for us as their family.
With the help of a Facebook post, Evans' family was able to say they are thankful for compassion the nurse provided for her and the family during that time.
Now that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian KARSTENS.
All right, weather this morning as we start things off into your weekend. Well, first note, a couple thunderstorm chances in the west here. Even this morning, we've had a little bit of rain trying to pop up northwest of Pierre. For the most part, though, that's been fairly isolated, but there may be some growing coverage here throughout the midsection of the day and into the late afternoon. And especially by late in the day, I think by 4 or 5 in the afternoon and into the dinner hour, central South Dakota. Wouldn't be surprised at all if we had some weather watches and warnings. So stay tuned, be plugged in on the weather. Largest storms could produce some golf ball size hail here. And some of that will probably bleed into the James Valley here between 8 and 10 o'clock. That's the best chance of that. And then Sioux Falls would be a little later. So the severity of the storms would likely be decreased by that point. But again, keep in mind there will be some storms around for the overnight. And then we're going to recycle and do this again here for some. I think this time around Saturday night might be a little better chance in the southeast, but there could be some storms even toward Pierre Mobridge. I wouldn't rule that out. Eventually, the main cold front will start to slide south on Sunday. And with that will come a drop in the humidity into early next week. Monday's high 83. That sounds pretty good. 83 on Tuesday and about the same on Wednesday. Aberdeen, also a good chance of rain tonight for you. I think there'll be some storms around too Saturday. 40% chance there Saturday night. But see how everybody cools off Monday, Tuesday. Mid 80s in Pierre. That's a good example of that. But boy, today and tomorrow, hot. Upper 90s, and that's in between those storms. Rapid City, too, looking for highs in the 90s the next couple of days. More details at kettleland.com, and have a great Friday.